Hello, it's Jane Toohey from Outsource2Us, and as you know, we specialise in marketing for childcare centres, and I'm here today with Krish from Accounts Advantage, who also specialises in the childcare industry. So Krish, nice to see you.
Thank you.
You've been in the industry, Accounts Advantage, for over 20 years and 10 years in childcare. So what was it that actually inspired you to focus on bookkeeping for childcare centres?
Great question, actually. It's a very interesting story. When we first started 10 years ago, the first client kind of fell on our laps, to be honest. And then we serviced them so well. And then that client grew from 2, 4, 6, and today they own 14 centers. And eventually, as you know, they're all friends, they all own childcare centers. And the word got out and they said, look, you need to go to Accounts Advantage. And we started serving childcare centers. And we just kind of became the word that we are the bookkeepers for childcare centers. So to be honest, we didn't do much of a niche marketing or anything, it just happened. But however, because the word has spread so much that anyone now looking for a bookkeeper specializing for childcare, there we are.
Oh, that's good to know. So, I'm interested. Lots of childcare centre owners or business owners themselves, they don't necessarily just work in childcare. But so what do you do for those clients around STP, payroll support, that sort of thing, so that they don't have to worry about it?
Good question. So for the childcare centres, because we have been doing this for a long time, for nearly 10 years, we are very aware of the legislation and the compliance. So it could be paid parental leave, which is a big thing. We manage paid parental leave and also the work cover. Once again, childcare owners, they just want to pay the premium. They don't have to worry about who's on work cover or not. And STP as well, that was a transition which we handled. And that's where our expertise comes in. So we kind of take care of the whole thing, the STP or work cover, whatever is relating to the childcare industry, we take care of that.
So it does sound like you provide a lot of value for the childcare centres. So what is it specifically that you do around the financial processes for them?
The biggest pain point is payroll. Childcare centers, because there's a lot of employees coming in, going out, there's a lot of compliance, there's a lot of awards that we need to take care of, and the superannuation payments. So there's a lot of legislation around payroll, and that's the biggest headache for the childcare centers. So we completely take care of payroll. So we provide a spreadsheet, or they can have whatever software they use, like Employment Hero, and we just hook it to our Xero, and we manage it. And the next big pain point is the bill payment. If you don't pay bills on time, you might lose even licenses sometimes. So you got to ensure that's all paid. So those are the biggest pain points which we have noticed, which we take care of.
Yeah, great. Must have a big relief off their mind. And can you share an example of a specific childcare centre that you've made a difference with and what it was?
Look, good question. I mean, the immediate thing again comes to my mind is someone who had this payroll issue. They were using handwritten timesheets, and the bills were not paid properly. Superannuation was not paid. So when we went in, like when the client came to us, so we have our own templated versions of timesheets. So we trained the center director how to use it. They went in, they started entering the information, they gave us a spreadsheet, and we sorted the payroll, like we handled the payroll. And the big thing was superannuation. There was a lot of unpaid superannuation, which we had to catch up and do a lot of reconciliations, which we did. And from going forward as well, we made sure the superannuation is paid on time, so they get that tax deductibility. When we help the clients with those two, that client has been with us for 6 years now. And they're not looking to change. So that's a very success story, which we're very proud of.
Yeah, and that paying that super on time, that's a legal requirement too, right? So really, really important.
Absolutely.
So how do you make sure that your services stay relevant to the childcare sector?
Yeah. Good question. So we are part of the industry associations, ACA Queensland, Australian Childcare Alliances Queensland, and also our team are all certified bookkeepers. They all have certificate 4, and we have 3 BAS agents, and they always get this information from their Institute of Certified Bookkeepers. We always have these daily huddles, team huddles. The information is always passed on. Any relevant critical information is passed on to all the team members. and our payroll manager gets these yearly updates from Auswide payroll taxation. They attend the training sessions. So it's all, it's all done in a very professional, and the training is a big thing for us.
Yeah, so you understand the client compliance issues probably more than the owners do, I'd imagine.
That's it. I mean, that's the reason why owners come to us, isn't it? They don't have to worry about the compliance. That's where we are professionals, which we take care of.
So that's fantastic. And so how do you think your bookkeeping services help childcare centre owners focus on their core services?
Yeah, it's a good question, because end of the day, childcare centre owners, they started this business to look after children. That's their main business. And they don't want to worry about compliance. Where we come in is we completely take care of the entire internal finances, because like we do their payables, payroll, even the management reports. We do profit and loss account, balance sheet. As I said, many of our clients have got multiple centers, so we kind of do the consolidations as well for the profit and loss account, so they can see the profitability across the centers. So we kind of entire finances compliance is our headache, not their headache. They concentrate looking after the children.
Yeah. Well, very similar to Outsource2Us, isn't it? Outsourced marketing department, outsourced accounting department.
No, exactly right, exactly. I mean, you and I provide the similar service, because the business owners, they need to do what they started their business for, looking after the children.
Yeah, exactly. So finally, for all those childcare centres listening today, childcare centre owners, what's one piece of advice you'd like to leave them with?
It's very hard to come onto one piece. Maybe if that's okay, I'll give you 3 advices chain, if that's okay. The first thing is never mix personal expenditure and the company expenditure together. Do not please spend your personal expenses for company money. Please don't. It's a bookkeeper's nightmare.
Yeah.
Have separate accounts. The second one I would say is pay superannuation on time. Just have the taxman off your back, superannuation and your compliance, your GST and everything. Pay on time and you're good to go. And the last and the final piece of advice, you would have heard it many, many times, keep the receipts. If you don't have the receipts, you will not get the deductibility. It's very simple. Take your phone, have HubDoc installed and take a photo before you sit in the car. Go and spend money, take a photo, and away you go. That's all.
Okay, Krish, that's fantastic. So if any of the clients of Outsource2Us need a fantastic bookkeeper like you, how do they contact you?
Absolutely. So they can go to accountsadvantage.com.au, or they can contact me on LinkedIn. My email address is Krish, Krish @accountsadvantage.com.au. Thank you. Thank you, Jane. It's been a pleasure talking to you.
Absolutely.